Well, now that you've laid your weapon away, please follow me. I have something to show you. Are you interested in history by any chance? Oh, you are? That's a bit of a surprise to me. Not a lot of mortals are interested in the ancient. A lot of them don't care. Too busy with their own lives, I guess. It's too short anyways. Too short to worry about the past, I guess. Even though they could learn so much from it. If they only paid a little bit more attention to what happened and what has happened, it wouldn't surprise me that technology would advance at least 20 years, in a matter of years. But then again, this era has something like that. Well, I think it would be rather impossible. There's too much ignorance these days, especially from you mortals. Oh well, that does not matter, does it? We're here to enjoy ourselves, aren't we? But I'd like to give you a little tour around some of the halls that can be found in my fortress. Yes, I know. You didn't expect it to be this great, didn't you? Yes. Well, my fortress looks rather small from the outside, but in reality it is quite huge. Mainly because a lot of the halls are made into the mountain, meaning that I am very well protected from any enemies, even if they are able to enter my fortress. Many of these hallways have very, very small corridors, meaning that it's very defendable, of course. Not that that interests you, of course, but I thought I'd let you know. We've arrived at the first hall. Isn't it beautiful? It's hacked out of one of the caverns they found. But this is not the reason I wanted to show you this. There is something that can be found in these caverns. Something that might interest you, seeing that you have a passion for history. I hope it goes that far at least. I do, and I like talking about it. Do you see those marks on the walls of the cavern? Do you recognize them? You don't? Well, I'd be surprised if you did actually. They are more than 3,000 years old. They are from a civilization that has passed long ago. A civilization we did not know the existence of. And with we, I mean humanity and the immortals. Even though I still believe I am the only one. Either way, they lived before I was born on this place, on this earth. Thus I sadly enough do not know much about them. But I've been doing research on them for quite a long time. And it seems that these caverns are the only remainders of their civilization. A pity, isn't it? It does seem like they were far more advanced than we currently are. Machines that run on steam. Steam. Machines, you don't understand those terms, of course you don't. Machines are creatures made of iron and steel that can move due to the pressure used from hot water. If I'm correct, it's a long time since I've learned these secrets. They were far more advanced, however, and they had some interesting and peculiar habits, and a very weird culture, you could say. You see, these humans were a sub-kind, I believe is the right word. They were not right immortal, yet they lived longer than regular humans, even though their appeal was almost the exact same as that of a human. However, they had a rather old culture, you could say. At least for you it would be. Come, follow me. I have something else to show you in the next cavern. Isn't it beautiful? This room is filled with mirrors made out of gold. I'm still trying to figure out how they made it. It's a craftsmanship not familiar to me. Well, the patterns on it, can you see it? They're made with such skill and craftsmanship that it requires tools that are far more precise than any human could ever be, any mortal could ever be. It's interesting, is it not? I hope I'm not boring you too much with this. I thought I'd let you know. Not the kind of fun you expect, I know. Well, the day's still young, and there are many more things I have to show you. Can you read the little inscriptions that can be sighted on the mirrors? They're not in language you must know, however, they are made out of certain pictograms. Pictograms you might understand. Well, the pictograms tell stories. Stories that haven't been told for centuries. Longer than centuries, actually. Millennia. Longer than millennia. Decennia. Longer than that. Let's just keep it on 1,000 years, shall we? These stories haven't been told for 3,000 years. I'm still encrypting them, however. There are still some interesting trinkets left of their generation and civilization. Please do accompany me to the next room, and I shall show you some of them. I believe you will find some of them very interesting. Maybe you'll find them even appealing. Come, follow me. Do you see that fine necklace on that standard over there? Come closer. Believe me, it won't bite. It might be ancient techniques that made it. And it might even possess certain magical spells. I don't know what these people are capable of. But it won't bite, believe me. Just look at it. It's craftsmanship. Something like this hasn't been seen for ages. And it will probably never be made like this ever again. Isn't it gorgeous? Beautiful, stunning. Would you like to try it on, darling? Oh, come on. If you're going to have the fun, you're going to have to pamper yourself a little bit, won't you? And I think this would be a very, very nice start. Besides, I think it will look beautiful on you. Just try it. See? It does look gorgeous on you. Wow. You're absolutely stunning, darling. In my studies, I found out about something different about this ancient civilization. As they were a kind of subhuman, they had the urge to enslave humankind, and that is what they did for a long, long time. One of their habits was to... what was the word again? Turn certain humans that gave them interest into pets of a kind. Only the top specimens they chose, the particular ones, the ones that stood out from the crowd, were given this privilege. Yes, I'm saying privilege. For that time, being a pet to a wealthy master would be a privilege. Well, it would help you escape slavery, wouldn't it? Hard labor, that was the life of every single human that day, that era. Perhaps it's better for your kind that this has changed. Oh well. Interesting, isn't it? How times change. Oh, don't worry and don't struggle. I know the necklace is getting a little tighter, but don't worry about it. It won't last for long, I hope at least. To be fair, the last person I tried this on died. Was choked to death by this thing. It did look beautiful on her though. Such a pity that she had to die. Either way, I am sure you'll survive this. You are much stronger than her. I hope you are at least. I am not in the mood to find another one of your kind. That is worth my time. Oh please, don't tell me you actually fart. I would treat you like an equal. Remember your place. You are a human. And I'm a being that far exceeds your kind by far. Never have I been matched, and never have I found an equal. And you are not an equal. However, I do need some distraction around here. And you will bring me that distraction. We'll have some fun times, darling, don't worry. I won't kill you. Not that you're afraid of that, of course. I think you rather prefer death than over slavery. Oh, being a pet, that is. It doesn't have to be like slavery, of course. It can be rather pleasurable for you too, if you do as I say. You might not be my equal, but that does not mean I won't treat you fairly. For a pet, that is. If you follow everything, single little thing I say, and be a good pet, I won't have to hurt you, darling. And I don't want to hurt you. I know you still might be a little stunned by the certain change of mood. Don't worry, you'll go away. Just get this. You are mine. My plaything. I could take your life anytime I'd want. Even though I think you'd like that. Once you've come back from the shock, that is, I think you're still a little confused, aren't you? Don't worry, darling, it will go away. But I can do many things that are more horrible than death. If you've lived as long as me, you learn certain traits, certain tricks of torture, ways to keep someone alive longer and longer, just to see them suffer. And oh my, do I enjoy something like that. But, as I said, I am in a good mood. And I need someone to keep me company. And I've given you the privilege to be that person. You should feel lucky that I've chosen you to be my companion. Well, companion is not the right word, is it? Oh well, sounds nice. Rolls easy off the tongue, I'd say. You have been chosen by me. And I'll take good care of you, don't worry. Now follow me, darling. Little pet of mine.